Majo, John, Ned, and Juanito. It's about dusk, somewhere close to 7, sitting in the doorway of my tiny house in Akumal, Mexico. I just made my big pilgrimage for the night after another day in which I mostly just sat all day, occasionally lied down. My landlord finally did get meds to me around noon. I took about a 3-hour nap. Because I'm peeing in a bag, I tend to nap longer sleep cycles than usually 2 hours, and I'm up needing to pee. But that doesn't happen. So I slept really hard for about 3 hours, and then I've been back up. Almost did not go out at all. Wanted more interesting drinks. My nurse here, Ruby, Marcos's wife, would prefer I only drink water. Mayan juice, they are indigenous and make fabulous juice. She likes to make everything homemade soup. That's a big favorite of mine. But she always says, oh, this iced tea. No, you shouldn't be drinking that. I say, okay, thank you. But if I can, I will. I love it. So I went out, partly because I wanted more interesting drinks, but mostly because I wanted aspirin. Because they brought the painkillers, prescribed painkillers. They are not doing the job. They're not knocking out the pain in my privates. And my intent was to check on my AI search tool if I can combine, because I know from previous dental pain that you can mix and match aspirin with ibuprofen and stuff like that. I haven't mixed in with that stuff for a long time because I don't take anything for years. But now I'll take whatever I can get my hands on. So I was going to do an AI search before I go about, will aspirin combine okay with this shit? There's one drug that's for the infection and one that's for pain. That's not doing the job. So I was going to do my research. Here's the other med I'm taking. I was going to do the research before I went. Then it was getting dark, and I wanted to be able to walk where I could see where I was walking. So then I was going to bring it home and do the research before I popped it. And then I popped it right in the store, opened my drink, opened the aspirin, took 2 of them. We'll find out now if that's going to kill me. I doubt it. I need more drugs. Sorry, I need more drugs, folks. Boy, I've gotten a glimpse here of how easily the opioid epidemic, things that soften the pain, how easy is the slippery slope into that stuff. Oh, Lord, make it a little softer. Please, God, make it a little softer. Yeah. So, in my peregrinations around the neighborhood, I was hoping the very first store would have it, and they usually do, but they didn't have aspirin. So I had to go all the way around the block and review the whole very strange terrain of this little pueblo, especially this end of it here, which is new. I got to think more about my day. Right before I went for a walk, I had made a video for the Facebook page because I had made a big stink during the night. I had screamed under my landlord's window at 1 o'clock in the morning with the whole pueblo dark because there was a power outage. Screamed, I need my medicine, where's my medicine? Shaking the metal railing of his door, screaming as much loud as I possibly could. Neighbors screaming, dogs barking. I didn't care. I wanted to make as much noise as I possibly could. When I realized my landlord probably was not home, I desisted. I didn't desisted. I desisted and went home and felt peaceful, glad that I had done it. I knew it was the right thing to do, even though so many people, my brother and my landlord and everybody would think that was the worst thing to do, but I knew it was right. And as I was walking, I was remembering in the early stages of the first Trump term in Asheville, North Carolina, we used to do a protest. It's like a Cacerolazo, something like that, from Central America, where people would take to the streets and bang pots and pans in the middle of the night. And there's their way of saying, it's not okay. This is not okay. We're registering our disapproval. We're going to make everybody unhappy and make as much noise as we can right in the middle of the night. We liked doing that. I haven't heard about people doing that this time. Maybe I'll take to it again. But I realized that's what I did. I was saying, this is not working for me. This is just not working. And because I made such a stink, My landlord, who is not a take action kind of guy, swung into action. He did not get mad at me, even though there was a post on the Facebook page, there's this crazy American. He wasn't worried about that, which is really interesting. He wasn't mad at me. He just went to my brother and said, we got to do something. This is not enough. Him sitting around waiting for Saturday to go back to the poor people's hospital. That's too long. He might die. It's just not okay. So he hatched a plan that he told my brother about. I want to call the U.S. Embassy in Cancun and make them do something about this. You've got an American citizen out here, has had his passport stolen, all his documents have been stolen. He has no documents and he's very ill. He may die. You have to do something. And he did, and that's so unlike him. He hates dealing with systems like that, and certainly American systems. He called them, and I had already said to my brother, here's why that will not work. No, they'll refer you to the website. They're in chaos themselves with Trump land. Absolutely, that won't do any good at all. But when Marco said, well, I did it. I went, you did? Yes. You talked with the real person? Yeah. And they said they're going to do something. What? They said they're going to do something. He said they didn't promise what? Maybe they'll come pick you up and take you to Cancun to a good hospital instead of this shit hospital over here. But they said I would hear from them in 1 to 2 days. And I know I've seen reviews of the various embassies where they say these people are unbelievable. And I know they have the power to fix my passport, even though the website says I have to have some kind of other government ID. I'm in their system. They've got the photo. Brownsville, Texas, 2 years ago. If they say, well, did you get a visa? No, you were supposed to. I don't have to say, I knew I was supposed to, but I knew that I had no documents. I didn't have car documents. I was wildly illegal about my car, and I lied my way in. I don't have to say that. I would say, no, I didn't check that box. But I've known down here when expats say, well, I've done my 9 months. I have to go home and re-register from the U.S. from stateside. I go, you're supposed to do that? I've been here 2 years. I guess I'm just going to skate under the radar the rest of my life. But maybe I don't have to. Maybe they could even upgrade my passport to where I could actually travel home if I wanted to. And there is a Texas state ID floating around out there. I went to all the great trouble of getting it. I couldn't get a driver's license because my license had been suspended, long story. But I got a state ID and then gave it away because a local cop extorted it from me. Long story also. Very interesting story. But they could get that. They could get that replaced from the U.S. The U.S. government can get that from the state of Texas. Trump is cozy with Greg Abbott. The MAGA people and the Texas people are cozy. That'll work out. So who knows? Who knows? I have no idea. It still may... Shut up! Thank you. It still may work out that I have just a bad infection, and that's causing the inflammation in the prostate, and they will get it under control and I'll have a normal life again. Or it may turn out that I've seen my last healthy day and I have cancer spreading through my system. It's too early to get upset about that. I'll wait until I get some news. Liable to be at least a week. I have to wait. Meanwhile, I have a Coke Medio Litro en Cristal, the best Coke. Everybody in Mexico knows that, except the health fattest. Some of the expats look down on it. Yeah, those Coca-Cola people are fattening up the Mexicans. And me, because I love my Coke and Cristal breakfast. And the little one, I'll put that on ice right now and get it cold. And I got cappuccino for the morning. I like this. It's not my favorite brand, but I like it. I got two. Here's my produce. I bought produce, Mom. I loves my avocados, local. You can have an avocado fall on your head down here. You can have a coconut fall on your head. I've been sitting on a tin roof in somebody's backyard and had a coconut fall on it. Boy, did I jump. Yeah, it's different. Okay, time for me to shut up. Bye.